Yo guys, Neb here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my games from the week 2 of the Duo Cash Cup. So guys, before we get into it, I just want to say there's some really important things in this video, including the best strategy to qualing as someone who has never done it before, and also some different ways of thinking about the Cash Cup to help your mentality throughout. So let's get into the video. So going into this tournament, I was actually previously looking at TRN Fortnite Tracker, and I was looking at the game history of people who qualified last week. And what I noticed was that the placements in game were very similar to my own. However, there was one thing I also noticed, and it was that my placements are the same as theirs. However, they were just getting, 3 to 4 extra kills each game, which really put them up that extra, 40 points on the leaderboard. So straight after looking at those game histories, I went into this tournament with a slight more W key mentality, prioritizing kills over placement points. So we start off game 1 with a quick W key game, and what we do in this fight here is something I really want you guys to see, and it's that wherever I am, my teammate's always forming a pinch angle, so falling on the other side of the opponent's box so we can get a pinch on the player and kill them faster. First game, just abuse the SMGs by pinching. You don't really need a shotgun. SMGs will do the job of just shooting through walls, and when you've got your teammate on the other side, they'll be holding off 2 angles at once, and you're almost guaranteed to get all the bullets through and kill them quite quickly. Many times when people W key, they rush and they have the mentality that if they're not keying right now, they're going to miss out on 3 points that could potentially be the difference between them qualifying and not. But in my opinion, you should still be sticking to things like a dead side rotate, as we do here, as it just avoids a lot of risk. In these lobbies of slightly worse players, you could still easily die to getting sprayed down and server focus. So just to avoid that, rotate on dead side, take your fights in safe places, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Right here, my teammate gets a nice kill on this guy's teammate, but notice here how I don't W key him, as you should always just prioritize positioning over that 1 point of a kill. Before making your first move on a rotate, I strongly recommend tarping out with spare mats if you have any, just to clear your path when rotating and make sure you're not coming into other people's tarps and builds. Right here, I tell my teammate and myself that we're going to go for high ground straight on the top of the hill, as we both have a cap shot Spider-Man. So that's exactly what we go ahead and do. But there's one big mistake I make, and it almost throws the game until my teammate makes an insane clutch for a 17 kill win. So stay tuned, and yeah guys, I'll let this play out. Actually, just quickly, when you're going for height, make sure you're not taking a fight while you're cranking up. As you can see here, I get fully tunnel visioned on this guy, take a bit of a 50-50. I get the kill, but because I took the fight before I was on high ground, I ended up getting in the box, way too close range to fight safely, especially as a solo, and I end up dying. Luckily, my teammate clutches up though. When you're spectating your teammate, especially in endgame, it's very important that you're being quiet. Right here I was a bit too loud, however, I tried to make it all clear and calm, and I also tried to hype up my teammate, you're so good bro, all of that makes your teammate play better, trust me. Anyway, nice good shit. You're so good bro, let's fucking go. No, don't edit that, that's dumb. Nice good shit. Let's fucking go, you're
Easy!
So now after last game, we're about top 200 on the leaderboard, and one thing I'm doing differently this week to last week is not thinking about my elo. I'm going with the mentality that it's easy and a game that is no different to any other, so that I'm not affected, and with the mentality that everyone in the game is better than me. Again, a confident fight where we work as a team very well and we wipe them very quickly despite them having way better loot than us. Right here, we've got such good loot and we're ready to play the end game out, so that's exactly what we go ahead and do. By the way, you might be wondering why I'm not playing with my normal teammate Zerk, and it's just because he wasn't available to play the Cash Cup this week, so I had to find a fill. But bear in mind, we didn't have the best chemistry. We had no practice going into this. We had some pretty nice chemistry, and I'm going to show you how we played in endgame.
Wait,
Make a chili chug on me.
It goes right.
Pulls up. Okay, pull Spider-Man up. Okay, you ready? Not yet. Ready? Go. All the way up the hill. Out the side. Follow me. Through here. Are you on me?
I'm with you.
Round here, round the side. This is so good. I have time. As you can hear right in this clip, I'm literally saying everything 5 times. I don't know why. I've literally got some disability or something. But in endgame, you've got to bear in mind that if you're speaking loud, most of the time your teammate will have to speak loud just to compete over your voice. So before you go into a game, discuss with your teammate that you're both going to stay calm, and then none of you will have anything to speak over, and the comms will be very calm and much more easy to play in game.
Below. I got the 4. I dropped all my hearts, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Okay, right, we need to. Right, get to me.
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm
On
straight.
me, on this wall. Spray them.
Above.
Get me out. Nice, good shit.
I did.
Nice, good shit.
I'm going.
I'm on you. I'm sliding. I'm on you. Nice, good shit.
Right here.
Yeah, we can get a refresh now. Drop it out.
My wall.
Nice. I'm holding cone.
I'm getting back.
Yeah, bind us.
Behind you.
Down it. Nice, a solo. Get all the way to Chug me if you can. Do you have chugs? Nice.
That's all mine.
Okay.
That's all mine.
He's Spider-Man. Wait, I need to hit. Yeah. Let's get front side. Okay.
I'm front side.
I need to heal.
I've got 180 wood.
No, hold back. In this box. In there. Wait, I'm harpooning the loot.
One HP.
Harpoon your mats. Wait, there's mats here. Wait, I'm coming back up. Go back up. That's a bad play. Follow me.
You're my bit tall, guys.
Get to me, bro. Full top.
I'm
on
gonna
me.
try hold.
Full
I
top
can't
on
hold.
me, bro. Full
Yeah,
top on me, bro.
I'm with you.
Okay, we can make a play for height in a minute. Wait, look at height.
Yeah.
A mistake I made in the previous episode of the series was that I tunnel visioned on height without my teammate being with me. As you can see here, I make such a dumb play, and I really want to fix this for next tournament, so I'm 100% going to make sure I work on this in customs and never do this again. If I didn't make that dumb play, then I would have been on height with my teammate and it would have been a 2v1, almost guaranteed a win. But, you know, I leave my teammate to do the work, and he still manages to get second place, so fairs to him. But after game 3, we were on 68 points, so we were about top 100 on the leaderboard. And the problem was, we were in super stat games after that, and it was really hard to get kills and many points in game, which meant we only got about 10 points in 1 hour. Obviously, we could have done better than that. That is why I would recommend not W-keying as hard at the start of the tournament, just playing for consistency, and then starting to get those high kill games in the middle of the tournament towards the end. As you can see in the clip on the screen, this was basically in a low elo game, and it was like after we had only gained 10 points in an hour. As you can see, we're landing at a POI greasy, and I actually found that it's a lot better to be landing at POIs, especially in the second half of tournaments, and they're a lot easier to win than actual non-name locations, ones that are known for being a lot safer. This is because you're guaranteed to never be scuffed when coming out of it, and with a good off-spawn plan you can easily third-party fights and win with an advantage. Now guys, before I wrap up the video, I'm going to go over the best strategy which I found to qualify for round 2. And this can work for any players, but specifically aimed at those who have never qualified before. And basically what it is you're going to want to aim for around 110 to 120 points, going into your last game about 15 minutes before the end of the tournament. By this stage, try to aim to have only played 8 games, so that if you die or spawn on one of them, you have another life. With around 110 to 120 points, you're not going to be the highest elo, but all you need on your last game is about a 10 kill win and you've qualified in a low elo game. As you're about to be able to see on screen, the players in my game weren't too good, and we actually had 10 kills with about 30 left, so we're in very good territory for qualifying. However, I make a bad play which throws our qualification. However, we still make an improvement from last week, which is exactly what we're aiming to see. Now on to the turning point of the tournament, and it's just not playing to your strengths. As you know, I haven't been playing with this guy for too long, and he tells me to make a pre-edit play. But I don't do it right because I'm not used to doing it, and it's obviously not my strength. And yeah, I just find pre-edit plays, especially the type of edit I did, just such a 50-50, or so open, and you have to do it in only certain situations, especially not when they're looking directly at you. In my opinion, they only really work when you're catching people off guard. So yeah, definitely avoid doing pre-edits when you don't have to. And yeah. We ended on 118 points, which is a big improvement from last week. If we can keep making this kind of improvement every week, then we should be placing really well by the end of the series. And yeah, guys, that's been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.